Big shout to okjersey.com. Scan the QR code below and actually go to the link below to get affordable football shirts from all the European leagues, including the English clubs, all of them, Liverpool, Arsenal, United, City, Spurs, Chelsea, all of them, of course, are all there. You can get the current ones, past seasons, and also some absolute gems out there, vintage ones, and actually very affordable football shirts, high quality, like the one I'm wearing right here. It is very simple to get one. Let me show you how. You go to the website. It's very simple. You click on the Premier League, pick the club you want. For me, I pick Newcastle, for example. You go there, you will find all the current ones, training ones as well. You add whatever you want to the cart. Of course, check the sizes, add a patch, add to cart, but also never forget, as it says below, scan the QR code and put the code JUDGE in the checkout to get 8% discount. It's that easy. Just go to the website, check the football shirt you want. You will not regret it. Now, let's get back to our stream. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Hello, people, and welcome to Footy Judgment. The Premier League is back. It's Thursday, and it's only 2 days until Chelsea play Burnley and actually Manchester City play Newcastle away from home. A game that might decide the fate of Manchester City this season. Of course, Jess couldn't make it, but we got Bailage. Of course, Jess is a little bit ill, so she couldn't make it. We wish her all the good things. She wish her to get well soon, of course. Hit that like button, guys, if you guys are here. Subscribe to the channel if you guys are new. Don is going to be joining us, of course, momentarily. We got Gyokeres back in the house, of course, repping Manchester City. How are you, girl? All right?
Good.
Can't wait. We got Ledge here. What's going on?
Yes, big up.
Yeah, big
I
up.
think it's my debut on the channel, so yeah, man, let's get it.
That's impossible. Is that your debut on this channel? Have you never been here?
Yeah. I've been on Husam's channel and obviously the joint, the MHF, isn't it? But I don't think I've been here.
Damn. Welcome. Hit that like button, people. But also, I gotta tell you guys something as well before we actually go on and actually get the show. Guys, there is 10% going on now. It's not 8%. There is 10% going on for the shirt. And look at this shirt. I just received this shirt from OK Jersey. So you can go get vintage ones. This is 1994, of course. And everyone knows, of course, that I'm an Arsenal fan. So I got the Arsenal shirt, the JVC, of course. You can tell. Right here.
Lovely. It suits you.
Yeah, 100%. Everyone knows, of course. But also, City right here.
Great shirt.
And there is the Liverpool ones. And if anybody hasn't hasn't even checked the video. Actually showed some of the Liverpool ones and Chelsea ones as well. So go and support and check out the OK Jerseys 10% discount. Of course, where do we start? Where Kilk wanted to say something about the Arsenal fan base. What do you wanted to say, Kilk?
All right. I admit I was on vacation during most of the international break, but I was checking Twitter and I saw a lot of Arsenal fans whining about, Gabriel, and we're screwed without Gabriel. Our season's over. I'm not listening to anybody whine about injuries when all I heard about the last 6 weeks was we have the best squad in the world. We got depth coming out of our ears. We got the best squad, man. We'll be fine. So I'm not listening to anybody crying about Gabriel being injured, because guess what? You got Hincapi, Mr. Invincible himself. He could be the replacement.
What about the striker situation?
I'm sure Gyokeres will be back soon. They don't even use a striker. What do they care? The other set piece FC. They got Declan Rice injured, so they should be.
You do not we're in a mini injury crisis. We're actually in a mini injury crisis, if we're being for real. We bought squad depth throughout the whole summer, which is what Arsenal fans were complaining about. Now you talk about 7 players out, the whole attack force is out, and then on top of that, our best defender, who is actually very effective up front as well. So he doesn't just give us excellent performances at the back, he gives us goals up front. He chips in when he needs to, especially when it's very important. I think it's a significant miss. You have to take that into consideration. Now, I hear you and I agree with you with Arsenal fans complaining and whinging, saying the season's over. You're not going to hear that from me. I'm going to be realistic. I'm going to tell you how it is. In my personal opinion, as I did state, it is a big loss with Gabriel being out. However, you did mention we have the likes of Hincapi, we have the likes of Mascara, which obviously Arsenal fans haven't seen how they can perform without Gabriel missing and without the full squad. That's the issue. So I feel like if we had seen Hincapi and Mascara in replacement for Saliba and Gabriel, for a prolonged period of time, and they gave us good performances, then we would have the chest to be like, okay, we're okay. But right now, it's a bit of limbo. We have to wait and see to see how they perform. Although we do have the squad there, we're confident in our players. I'm certainly confident. I don't feel like the title's going to slip away from us. I feel like the title race is going to be a little closer now that we have the likes of Gabriel out. And if the attack force doesn't return anytime soon, I think it only gets worse. I mean, look, let's be for real. You can't go through a season with half your players injured. You can't do it. So I agree with you. We can't whinge. We can't whinge throughout the whole season and for the next, I guess, 2 months because Gabriel's out. I'm not on that vibe. I feel like Hincapi needs to come in, do exactly what he's been signed for. He's a left-sided centre-back, which he was by Leverkusen invincible team. An excellent defender, also captain of his country, just recently in the internationals. So we have the talent, we have the squad depth there. I'm not worried. I'm not looking at any games and thinking, we're gonna be losing this amount of games. No, that's not what I'm worried about. What I'm worried about is if the attack can carry us now, because that's the issue. That's what everyone was talking about Arsenal before. Oh, you guys don't have your attack hasn't been clicking. Your attack hasn't been clicking because Gyokeres wasn't scoring as many goals as everyone expected. I know Eze is not performing to the level people have wanted. However, we have been pulling it through. That being said, we're still 4 points ahead. So now the question is, can the attack do what they need to do, especially when they come back? We just have to wait and see.
Big up everyone that joined us. Just big up everyone that joined us from Sam. I don't know why you all are just saying Forza Napoli. I don't understand. We are top of the league. I don't know. It's only to be honest with you, only Arsenal fans can say Forza Napoli. At least Arsenal are top of the league. All the Liverpool fans and the Man City fans, you're not top of the league. You're below me in the Champions League. For you to say Forza Napoli, all are bozos. Absolutely bozos. Only maybe Arsenal fans because they're top of the league. They are same points as Inter in the Champions League. So What is wrong with you guys? Have some shame. Have some shame. And instead of saying Forza Napoli, for us, we have 44 likes and we've got over 300 people in the house. So hit that like button. Can we get to 200 likes live, you frauds? Hit that like button. But I don't want to only talk about this, right? Don is actually just texting me. He's on the way. I wanted to talk about what has been said by Hasselbank, that it's Man City's title to lose. He thinks that Man City are favorites because they have done it before. He thinks that Man City are favorites and Arsenal must beat Man City. They have to win more than Man City. He trusts Man City more than Arsenal actually to win this title. He didn't say that. It was a very interesting video on Sky Sports. He didn't say that he thinks Man City will win the title, but he thinks that Man City have the edge. You know what I mean? And he tried to explain that. He said, like, I like Arsenal. I think Arsenal are very good, but I still think that Man City are the favorites to win the title because they have done it before. I'm not sure. Kelk, you agree with this? That you think that Man City should be favorites to win the title?
I'm going to just keep saying what I've been saying all season. I think we're in the title race. I don't think we're the favorites right now, but I think we're playing much better. I think our team has a lot more balance than it did last season. Like last season was just utter disaster. But our defense is getting better. Like we're keeping some clean sheets. You know, Donnarumma's made a big impact in that part. You know, he's a big game player too. So that's a great addition to our team. And also just what it comes down to at the end of the day is we have Pep Guardiola. He's going to find a way no matter what. And he's done it over and over and over again. And anytime there is a title race since he's joined the Premier League, whenever it's been close, we've won it every single time. So I have to hope that continues. But, you know, there's still a long ways to go. We don't know what's going to happen. There's a lot of twists and turns still to come. And we still have a lot of tough fixtures coming up on the stretch.
I like this. Everything you said points towards you think you're favorites, but you don't want to say that. They're like, well, Pep Guardiola, he never lost a title race. You're doing the Chelsea thing. He never lost a title race before. We got Erling Haaland. We're close to Arsenal. If there is a title race, Pep Guardiola's favorites. Okay.
Well, I mean, yeah, it's just very tight right now. So it's hard for me to I usually don't start thinking about who's the favorite until probably February or March, and we're just not there yet. There's still a long ways to go, and you know, all I keep hearing is if Erling Haaland.
You know what? I like this. So. You know what? I like this. Everyone wants Arsenal fans to put the chest out. I'm being serious now. Okay. To say they are favorites. Everyone. Yeah, but fair. But everyone wants to.
Saying it's all November or all of October.
Kill. Everyone comes on YouTube, comes on streams, goes on Twitter. On every channel, Football Terrace, Don Osam, Emmett Chef, when you guys have Arsenal fans, every channel we talk to, every YouTuber we talk to, they want Arsenal fans to put the chest out. Bro, say that you're favorites. Say that you're this. Say that you're favorites. Say that you're this. Say that you're that. Okay? And then, when we ask other people, right, what is going on, what do they say? Well, no, we're not. But we have Pep Guardiola who's better than Arteta. Our team is better than Arsenal. Arsenal don't have this guy. Our defense is improving. Okay, so is there a like at the end, is there a conclusion from this? No, there's no conclusion. You guys said you are in transition. So I wanted to turn this into Doku and Estevao and Saka. But does Arsenal have a player like Doku?
No, I don't think anybody in the league does. The take on.
Wait. Do you think anybody has a Haaland?
No. Well, not in the Premier League, no.
Okay. Do you think? Okay. Do you think? How do you see Nico O'Reilly? Is he one of the best left backs in the league?
I think he's getting there, but he's not there yet. He's developing as a player, and I really like what I've seen, but I'm not.
Is he better than Myles Lewis Skelly?
Myles Skelly hasn't played this season.
Yes, this season, yes. Myles Skelly hasn't even played.
Why does Calafiori?
And we're not talking.
Why does Calafiori play all the games then? If MLS is better than everybody else, why is Calafiori playing all the games?
I'm gonna back that City fans here.
Calafiori is senior, you know.
Skelly,
but I can answer that question.
Go ahead.
Look, Calafiori is senior. We signed him last season. He didn't play last season because of injuries. Now, Myles Lewis Skelly, he was extended and moved into the first team, played a lot of games for us. In those games, he performed extremely well, especially at the Bernabeu. Excellent performances. You know,
last season. What about this season?
Last season, exactly. Now, this season, the upper hand in the Premier League has been Calafiori, right? Now, Calafiori's injured, which is what everyone has been saying. Oh, he's injury prone. Well, he's gone down now, meaning Lewis Skelly's going to play. This whole issue with Thomas Tuchel and the media bringing this narrative, oh, he needs to play more games. He's been playing Champions Leagues. He's been playing the cup games. So it's not like he hasn't featured. On top of those performances, he's played really well. It's not like he had poor performances in the Champions League or during the cup games. Now that Calafiori's injured, he's only going to play Premier League games. Gabriel's injured, and Cappy's going to play centre-back. So it's like people make issues out of nothing. Absolutely nothing. I just don't understand it, in my personal opinion. Now, Nico Riley, he's good. He's good. I'm not going to sit here and be like, yo, he's not so good left-back. However, I think Lewis Skelly probably just edges him just a little bit. In terms of
the last image I have in my head is Nico Riley talking.
What are you basing that on? I'm sorry. What are you?
Yeah. What I'm basing that on is just in terms of like going
forward. Last season.
Going forward as a defender.
You didn't watch Nico Riley last season, then, did you? Because he had quite an impressive when he came up.
You think Skelly's better in the final?
He basically carried us to that FA Cup final.
I mean, yeah, for sure.
Why wouldn't go rewatch that Bournemouth game?
The goal he scored against Man City, the assist he consistently puts in. I'm so confused. What's actually going on here?
I'm asking you, what attributes has Skelly got over O'Reilly?
Hold on. Is it not about end product? It's quite literally about. You asked me if he's better in the final third. I gave you examples of him giving us goals and assists in the final third, and you're talking about attributes.
That's the question I'm asking you. You didn't answer my question. You didn't listen to my question.
Okay.
Guys, by the way, let me introduce you. This is Baylage, Arsenal fan, Londoner, of course. Probably lives. You're from East.
No. I'm from South.
South. All right. All right. Don. Okay. Don is a celebrity. He's on every.
I say, what attributes do you think he has offensively ahead of him, bro?
Look. I'm not going to sit here and talk about attributes because quite literally.
Simple question, bro.
Look, Don. I'm not going to sit here and talk about attributes because quite literally, there's not much to base it off on. We're talking about two players that probably played half the season. Or
both left backs. Who's better defensively?
Who's better defensive? If you look,
I thought O'Reilly pocket Mo Salah.
I was literally answering that. I said that.
And Saka at the Emirates.
Sorry, look. Actually, I said that in my dialogue. I said Nico Riley's better in defense, and going forward, Skelly's better. And then Don asking me about why is he better or what attributes.
Yeah, because bro, going forward is just vague. Because I think for one, Skelly can't cross the ball to save his life, bro.
I said that yesterday, Don. I said that yesterday I said that guys that like Nico Riley, most of his crosses are very accurate to Haaland's head. They turn into assists.
Yes, he's assisted Haaland multiple times.
I like Myles Skelly might be great in carrying the ball, and we saw him against Real Madrid.
And also finding play, bro. He gives us players. I mean, he gives us assists up front. He gives us assists in the final third.
How many assists did he get last year, bro?
One.
I can't give you the numbers off by heart. What? I'm so confused. I need to know his exact numbers. I can look online right now and tell you how many assists he has, but I don't know it off by heart. Like,
yeah, but you gave us and he was giving you one last season, bro. We're doing it.
He gave us one assist. So what about the Champions League?
That's all he remembers.
So what about the Champions League? I'm so confused. It wasn't last season his breakthrough season.
Well, in the chat, pocketing Rodrigo is not that impressive. He's got like one goal in the last 3 games, if that. Sevilla hold on. Rodrigo.
Hold on. So everyone's sitting there trying to tell me Lewis Skelly, the player that everyone's been talking about, oh, he's not a left back, he's better as a midfielder, doesn't have any attributes going up front. Or you actually being
Nico O'Reilly is an attacking midfielder also. So is Matheus Nunes. They're both midfielders.
Okay. Well, in my personal opinion, as I stated, Nico O'Reilly's better defensively. Myles Lewis Skelly's better going up front. It's just a simple. That's it.
I just think.
Can I correct myself, Don? Can I correct myself, guys? Myles Lewis Skelly had 0 assists last season. Had 1 goal.
This one, we all remember. It was this one.
He gets us assists, and he's got 0 assists. Jesus Christ, bro.
Yeah. All right. So Mo,
and that is in the league. But
this is not in the Champions League.
Ledge, stop. Here's the problem, Ledge. We saw Myles Skelly play last season about 20 games or something odd in the league, right? He played equivalent to about like more than 15 games or something like this in the league. He's a very good footballer. No one is denying this. My problem is the sweeping statement that you made. Yes, Myles Skelly edges it. He's better than Nico O'Reilly. If you watch Nico O'Reilly this season, I'm being very objective. Defensively, he's been very solid for them, right? Going forward, I think he has been very, very good in crossing, finding the pockets, going to the left side, overlaps, and everything. I'm not saying that Myles Skelly is a bad player. He's a very good player, right? Very, very good. Maybe Arteta wants to move him into a midfield. I actually think that because of the physicality as well of Nico O'Reilly, how God created Nico O'Reilly, he's just a bigger guy, you know, like taller, bigger guy. That's something that you can't control. It is what it is, you know. I think he's stronger than Myles Skelly, in my opinion. He's stronger than
Okay, all right, Mo.
Both are very good. Both are very good on the ball. But I think one of the things that edges Nico O'Reilly is what Don said, which is something I said, is crossing as a fullback. It's a main factor of actually analyzing fullbacks. It's putting the ball in the area where your forward is. That's what you have. Gyokeres, you have Haaland. He doesn't cross.
Mo, that's fine. Mo, that's fine. That's fine. He's a better crosser, right? And I didn't like the way he was just very disingenuous in regards to Myles Skelly's assist last season. No. You told me you literally just said he had 0 assists. Obviously, and you just mentioned that. But bro, he had 2 assists. I literally just said to you, I can go online as well and check the stats.
No.
He had 2 assists last season.
Just to correct myself, I literally put, because I compare players always in domestic competitions because they face the same teams.
Okay,
So FBRF is right there. FBRF.
So you should have said that. But
I said that. I said in the league. You just didn't hear me because you're too defensive. I said in the league. I said literally when I started, I said, guys, in the league, you said all competitions. I said I'm checking in the league. And I went and I put domestic competitions as I normally do in the league.
Okay, that was to suit the narrative that he's not a better player. However, I was talking about overall. It's literally as simple as I said to you, he gave us assists last season. You came in and said he had 0 assists last season. Like, come on, bro.
I did check. He had 0 assists in the league in 23 games.
Let's go back a little bit, right? Because even if you're saying you got 2 assists last season, that's not anything to be really popping up. You're going on like it's Robertson level assist or Reece James level assist or Trent level assist. Like he's not even 5 assists. Yeah, he's not even 5 assists. Can we just tranquilo a little bit, please? Yeah, I think for me,
tranquilo on a player that had a breakout season last year that everyone was raving about. That broke into the England. Hold on. That broke into the England team. Broke into the England team and also gave us a return up front by scoring a goal. Am I correct? Or what is it?
I have a question.
But always saying is we're comparing him to Nico O'Reilly. And for me, from what I've seen from both of them, because I watched a lot of their games, I watched Arsenal, I watched a lot of Man City as well. I think Nico O'Reilly is actually even more disciplined than Skelly as well, right? You want to talk about examples? We've got examples here of Skelly moving mad, going into the midfield and losing the ball, not having no awareness, thinking he's got a little bit more time than what he thinks he does, moving a bit sloppy on that side, bro.
Well, on the half turn, when Skelly's leaving the defenders, and I'm so confused here. What's he talking about?
I let you talk, but now you're just talking over me, bro. Yeah,
my bad.
I still have a question.
You can ask me a question in a sec, Kel. Yeah, and for me, this season, I'll be real. I think his performances this season, low key, have dropped off, bro. Like I think even from pre-season, he wasn't looking great. Yeah,
how was low key?
You don't let me finish. Bro. Yeah, you can respond in a sec. Let me just land my point, and you can fucking speak in a sec. Yeah, I was seeing tweets talking about, Skelly looks like he's been smoking some Cali during the break. Yeah, this was during the pre-season. He started the season off, and he did not look good. Let's be real. Yeah, and then Calafiori came in, and he's been able to keep his place in the team. Yeah. Now I'm not saying Skelly's a bad player because I actually really like Skelly. I think Skelly's more of a midfielder. I think when you talk about them defensively, it's splitting hairs because I think defensively they're both very good. Like last year, Skelly, there's no one that ran past him in all the games he played. I don't think, right? He's good, isn't it? He's strong as well. But I just think going forward and in terms of discipline, that goes to mentality. I think Nico O'Reilly has the edge over him, bro. And when you talk about the physicality, when the height and stuff as well. He's got that over him. Yeah. So for me, I think O'Reilly is the better left back overall. But it's not to say Skelly is dead, because I think he's good. I just see a little bit more in O'Reilly's game in that position, bro.
Okay, so you just based his season performance on pre-season, which clearly makes no sense in my personal opinion. If this season,
that's what you got from what I said.
Hold on. Can I finish now? Because you said I interrupted you.
Let him finish now.
No, because he's twisting my words. I never said.
How did I twist your words? I literally said exactly.
I used pre-season as an example, and I said he started off the season. He didn't start the season off well. That's what I said. He didn't start the season off well, bro.
Okay, right. He didn't start the season off well based on what? He literally started the Champions League games, gave us good performances in the Champions League, and also cup games. Bro, what games are you basing it off of? Like,
I'll need to go back to the games. If you want specific games, so I can remind myself of the actual games.
We're not gonna do specific. The word we're doing specific games.
So then he can't say. It's simple as. He can't say he started the season poorly. You can't base it off of that. It makes no sense. Look, the narrative is, and what? Look, Don. Sorry.
One at a time. Because I want to also. Come on, just one at a time.
Sorry, Mo. Don, quickly. That's it. I want to stop talking. The narrative is Lewis Skelly hasn't been playing. Well, why hasn't he been playing? Because Calafiori, Arteta preferred Calafiori for the Premier League games this season. Well, I'm sure he respected him by showing him he can play the Champions League games. I'm so confused here. If Arteta did not respect Lewis Skelly, he would have put him in Champions League games.
No, but hold on, bro. You're saying,
is he going to start the Bayern Munich game?
Skelly was benching Calafiori last season when he was fit, bro. Skelly was benching him last season, bro. You know this. Yeah, you know this. Because I was even bantering my boys. He's laughing. Look, you're not laughing because you know it. I was even bantering my boys, yeah, saying they've gone and spent 50 million on a guy, and ironically, it's a guy they've got for free who's better than him. Yeah, Skelly was benching that guy last season. This year, he hasn't been able to do that because he didn't look great. He didn't look great at the start of the season. Calafiori is the one that came in and has been very good. He's had a very good start to the season. Now, does that mean that Skelly won't get better as the season goes on in the league? No, of course he can improve. But I'm just saying right now, for me, when I'm looking at both of them and their performances, Arteta clearly prefers Calafiori because he's been the better left back this season, bro. You know what I'm saying? And same way Skelly last season was preferred because he was better than Calafiori last season, bro.
Okay, now
tell me if I'm lying.
Okay, now last season, Calafiori was injury prone. Yeah, we bought him injury prone. And then Lewis Skelly's progression into the first team was accelerated, and he gave us good performances. If he didn't give us good performances as a left back, I'm sure he wouldn't be playing. Now, yet you stated that Calafiori was benched by Lewis Skelly. Well, that's good. And in my personal opinion, that's good for us. I don't see why it's a problem. We bought a left back who literally can't give us a run of 5 games because something's always wrong with him. Now, he came on and did exactly what he needs to do. That's his job. Well done to you, bro. So this season, Arteta has said, I'm going to use the left back that I bought. What's the issue? Like, people are making it a big issue. There is literally nothing wrong.
You're running from the truth. That's what you're doing.
How am I running from the truth? How am I running from the truth? Listen, if you have players and they need to play, everyone's talking about squad depth. Now we're using our squad depth. Now people are talking about everyone's getting dropped.
Can I ask you a question?
If MLS is better than Calafiori, he'll start the Bayern Munich game.
Yeah, bro.
I think
Mr. Champions League. If MLS
I gotta move on from this.
He'll play against Bayern Munich.
I'm going to tell you something. The problem is, Ledge, with this. You got a left back that started last season, the second half of the season, played very well. Now, this season, Calafiori started. Manchester City got Ait Nouri, who, when he's fit and come back fit now, cannot get a minute at Man City, cannot get a start. Why? Because of how Nico O'Reilly is playing. Currently, for example, if you're asking, and that's a lot of Arsenal fans actually made a big fuss about the Lewis Skelly and all the comments about him not going to the World Cup. I think rightfully so. If you're going to take a teenager going to the World Cup, one of them, Myles, Skelly, or Nico O'Reilly, surely you're going to take the starter for Man City week in, week out. You're not going to take the bench player for Arsenal. That is not saying that Lewis Kelly is a bad player. But for example, we're not going to compare Lewis Kelly to the starter, to the Kukureas, you know what I mean, to the Nico O'Reillys. We're not going to do that. We can't do this until he plays, right? We're not saying he's a bad player. I like Lewis Kelly. I think he's a fantastic player. But the problem is he's not playing enough. He's not the starter week in, week out. He's not. And that is something that you guys need to think about. And I'm sure that Lewis Kelly is thinking about that. His World Cup place is in jeopardy because he's not playing, right? Because you're not the starter, because there are other people around you that are starting week in, week out in your age. And of course, Thomas Tuchel is not going to take 2 teenagers to the World Cup. He has to take a senior player, like someone, a veteran. He has to take a teenager.
Shaw, probably.
Something like this. And that is not saying that Myles Kelly is bad, but you have to put that in mind, right? But I want to move on from this. I actually think that Nico O'Reilly as a left back, I like Myles Kelly as a left back. I think Nico O'Reilly is fantastic, right? He's amazing for City. But the sample size is still small. You know what I mean? It's still small. The thing about that, I wanted... Bro, it's less than a year, but in this year, Myles Kelly have 53 senior games. He has, if I'm not mistaken, I just compared it, 57. He has 2 goals and 4 assists. Nico O'Reilly played 37 games. He has 6 goals and 5 assists already, right? I think this guy, it helps him that he plays with Haaland as well, but that's a different story. TK is saying, don't
forget.
Don't thinks the left back ahead of Skelly is Ait Nouri quality. Even Skelly would bench Ait Nouri at City. What are we doing here?
Wait, what?
Fair.
I don't know about that.
I'm not agreeing with that. I'm not agreeing with that. I'm sorry. That's a crazy take. So
no, but so Nico O'Reilly's benching Ait Nouri.
He's saying
Nico O'Reilly's
Skelly would bench
Ait Nouri. Yeah, that'll make sense. That'll make sense.
This guy's saying Ait Nouri's a scrub, is what he's saying.
Even Skelly would bench
I think that's disrespectful. Ait Nouri's very good. He's just injured right now, but I think he'll play.
He came back and he didn't play. TK, bro, I'm going to tell you something. I know he's not bad, but if Nico O'Reilly is benching him, it's the same situation as Calafiori last season. Maybe same thing. Calafiori came back from the injury last season and couldn't shift Myles Kelly. That's it, because he was playing good. That was a simple thing. And we all spoke about, why did you waste the money if you have an 18 years old that can play that position? That was the talk last season.
People in the chat are getting mad, Mo. Yeah, like Calafiori was injured the whole time. He wasn't injured the whole time, bro. He was there, bro. You know what I'm saying? He was there. You know what I'm saying?
I remember he had some injuries, but I don't remember how many.
Wasn't Calafiori fit at the end of the season?
Towards the end of the season, he was fit. For the first half of the season, he was definitely not available.
Yeah. I know. But he was fit, and Myles Kelly still was the starter for Arsenal week in, week out.
Agreed, yeah, because he was giving us excellent performances.
And why I didn't lie. That was what happened last season. That's what happened last season. Reece James's assist in the league 24-25, 1. 23-24, 2. 22-23, 1. 21-22, 9. 2021 2. 1 year with more than 2 assists. They don't really compare assists. What is this?
Yeah, Skelly's a better crosser than Reece then, bro. He creates more chances than Reece. He's a better crosser of the ball than Reece. He's amazing. You know what I'm saying? He's a better shooter than Reece as well. Reece is useless up top, bro. You know what I'm saying?
What? Also,
so okay, Faraz, I'm gonna ask you. Faraz, I'm gonna ask you.
It's easy to point against a guy who's never there. Put it that way.
I was early on, but he's gotten better last season. I don't think he missed a lot of games.
Oh, he's going to be fit for
The conversation isn't. I don't think the conversation is Reece James, Lewis Skelly. I think it's Reece James, Timber. But hey, that's for another day. By the way,
that ain't no debate for me. That's some Terrera Kante type shit. You know what I mean? I don't even
that's crazy. I'm sorry, bro. That's impossible.
No, James is a midfielder these days, isn't he?
They've got another guy. They've got another fullback that can't cross the ball, blood. And you want to try bring him to Reece? Please,
who?
Let's do this.
He's talking about Timber.
Can't cross the ball.
Timber can't fucking cross to save his life, bro.
He's outstanding defensively.
What are you talking about?
Nah, his crossing's meaty, man. His crossing's meaty. He's meaty in the final third, bro. Ben White is better than this guy in the final third. How about that?
Ooh,
and I kind
of agree with that.
He's better going forward. Yeah, Timber's guy is solid the other way. But bro, going forward, Yeah.
If you want to right back and cross the ball,
going forward, Timber doesn't provide the same options as Ben White for sure. Definitely an excellent defender. However, going forward, he does provide something. Now, I don't think it's as much as we when it comes to going forward. But overall, over the last 2 seasons, as a defender and as a right back, I'm quite sure Timber is way better. But hey.
You might want to check the stats this season to see who's surprisingly performing pretty well.
Oh man, if you just go on my Twitter, you just see the graph.
No. Reece James have been performing better this season, yeah, for sure. Because finally he can get a run of games in, like, you know, thank God. But like, I'm still sure Timber is the better defender. But hey, everyone's entitled to
one opinion. Center back with Gabriel out. He's
you know, let me not even take out the list of guys that Reece has locked up in world football. The ones that have come out saying, yo, the hardest guy to face is Reece. Yeah, let me not do that. You know what I mean? Because if I start doing that, it'll get real uncomfortable, bro. It'll get real uncomfortable. Do you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Last time Doku bucked him, bro. Doku couldn't do him the way he did up. Who was he did up the other day? Was it Bradley? Yeah. He can't do him up the way he did up.
We're not talking about Reece James versus Bradley. We're talking about Reece James versus Timber. Timber doesn't get beat in defense, mate. I don't know what games he has come and
failed. No, but you're saying,
I wouldn't say Timber was comfortable against Doku earlier this season.
I would say he's extremely comfortable, especially last season when he was playing injured. He played the final parts of the season injured for us and still gave us good performances. So I don't know about that one, man. I'm sorry.
I was referring to the game this season.
I'm not hearing this
at the Emirates.
I'm not hearing this thing about.
Here is the problem done with your argument, and we did it yesterday. You say Timber cannot chat to Reece James, right? Cannot chat to them, but that's too much of a stretch because Timber has been one of the best right backs in the league this season.
Yes.
So how you're saying over?
Bro.
Yeah, but you're saying overall, right?
It's a different level to these guys, bro. Yeah,
okay, hold on.
You're a very good fullback.
Okay, great. You are saying overall, right? You're saying overall. But I can have the same argument with Caicedo and Rodri, for example. Overall, Caicedo cannot chat to Rodri. Would you agree with this if I say this?
No, I don't.
Okay, so here's the problem. Actually, I disagree with this.
Winning the Ballon d'Or.
Hold on.
Don't agree with that.
Here's the thing. Reece James, okay, so this is the argument, Don. It's a very simple argument. Reece James has played right back this season and has played in the midfield. Overall performances this season, I think Reece James and Timber have been very close to each other. Numbers show that, statistics show that, eye test show that, right? This season, overall, Reece James is a better. We know that Reece James, when he's fit, if Reece James does 1 year, right, continuously, he might be one of the best right backs in the world. We can talk about Hakimi.
He's the best right back in the world. He's the best right back in the world.
Reece, right?
He's the best right back in the world.
That's on ability, Don. But performance, that like Rodri, performances wise, right? Reece James this season have been very close to Timber, in my opinion.
Yeah, but again, it goes back to what I said, bro. I said Reece has more to his game than him, bro. He's a better crosser, bro. He can actually comfortably play in midfield consistently, bro. Right? He's better going forward. Defensively, when these Arsenal fans say Timber's better defensively, bro, you're trying to split hairs here. Because Timber's solid.
Oh my God, I have to stop him there. Yo, Don, sorry. Don.
Let him finish and then you can respond.
Let me finish. Like, you can't try and bring down Reece's level of defending. Reece is an elite defender, bro. Centre back.
That was Timber.
Right, but I never said Timber's a bad defender. No, I never said Reece is a better defender than Timber. I never said that. These guys, I love to say that line, right? I never talk about them. What I say about them defensively, I always say Timber and Reece are both elite defensively. You're trying to. It's not like I'm saying Rico Lewis and Skelly at the back. There's a clear difference there, right? Timber and Reece are both elite defensively, but going the other way, there is no debate for me who is better going the other way. When I'm talking about them complete as a complete, it is Reece, bro. Right? It is Reece. Yeah.
Okay.
I said even ACL. Just one last point. When Timber got the ACL and Arsenal fans were loving off Ben White, I was already saying Timber is better than Ben White. He is gonna be your upgrade. He's gonna be the guy that comes in and takes this guy's place. Man was looking at me like I'm going crazy. No way is he gonna do that to Ben White. I said, bro, when I look at both of them, I think Timber's got a little bit more about it. Ben White might be better going forward, cool, whatever. But I think Timber overall has a little bit more about it, right? And that's exactly what happened, bro. Yeah. Yes, White has been injured and whatnot, but I actually think Timber is better than White. You know what I'm saying? I think White is a little bit better going forward, but I think Timber overall is better than White, bro.
Great, Glitch. If you're gonna talk about this, you gotta talk about that point, defensively and offensively. Do you agree that Reece James is better going forward offensively?
Mo, and I literally said it, but I don't think guys were listening. I literally said I agree that in defensively they're both elite. They're both elite defenders. Okay. Now he was saying, oh, you can't say Timber's better in defense because Reece can play centre back and midfield, but like that makes no sense because you literally just contradicted yourself at the start of the argument, which is why I tried to stop you. Let me finish. This is why I tried to stop you because this is why
I want to hear his point. Go ahead, Ledge.
Because because Timber can play left back, centre back, right back. He can play every position in defense. He's covered for us in every position. You literally try to sit there and say, oh, I can tell you what players have said Reece James is the best right back they faced. Bro, Timber locked up Vinny in the Champions League last year. Like, I'm so confused here. You were talking about
locked up Vinny multiple times.
Okay, that's fine, bro. Look, Don, that's fine. That's fine. But we're talking about recently. We're talking about the most recent years and recent performances. The last time Reece gave us a good season was 4 years ago. Timber has been a better defender for 2 seasons. Like, I'm actually so confused. You can go on.
That's what you need to say. He's been the available defender. Reece has been available now for nearly a year, bro.
Okay, he's been available now for nearly a year, right? Good for him. And finally, Chelsea he can have a good run at Chelsea and show us that he's a better defender. But that's not happening because what we can see is that Timber is the better defender in the better defense, right? And consistent.
How is Timber better defender?
Let me finish. You keep talking about going up front. This whole going up front thing, it's all exciting because people use it when they want to compare defenders. Like, bro, he's literally a defender that can play all positions in defense. Yeah, I'm not excited about all my days. He doesn't give us anything going up front because I'm sure other players can. We're playing in a team. We're talking about one position, right back. Who's been the better defender? Timber. It's literally just that, bro.
How has he been the better defender, bro?
What performance did he give us last season? What performance does he even give? Consistent performances, bro. He doesn't get beat in defense, man. You literally said it.
I can give you top performances from Reece as well, defensively, bro.
Okay, that's what I'm saying to you. Look, I'm not saying Reece doesn't have any top performances. I haven't come here and said he's not a good defender. I haven't said, oh, he's not good going up front. I've literally just said, in my personal opinion, over the last 2 years, in regards to performances, out of the two, Timber has better performances and is the better defender that can play multiple positions in defense. What more do you want?
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying, Mo. We're wasting time because the exact same argument you're using for Timber, I can say the exact same thing about about Reece, right? Number one, I don't even rate Timber as a left back. I don't think Timber's a good left back. He looks very awkward there. I don't like him there, right? I can give you an example of Reece playing at left back last season against Newcastle and getting man of the match at left back, right? Reece can play across the whole back line. Reece has locked up multiple top players, and so has Timber. Yeah. So that's what I'm saying to you. When it comes to the defending thing, you can't really talk about it with them because they're both elite defenders. You're trying to. It's a waste of time. That's why I'm saying to you, the difference between them is what they do going forward. You're saying, oh, Timber hasn't got to do that because we've got other players that can do that. But the point is, Reece can do that, bro. Yeah. Reece can do that. That's the difference here. Reece can.
How often is he even doing this for you? How often is he doing it for you,
bro? Did you not see the free kick?
How often, bro? How often? That means return. That means return. He only has 2 assists, bro. The last time he gave us more than 3 was 4 years ago. Like, come on.
The reason why Reece kept breaking down the way that he did is because Tuchel kept using him as a right wing back, right? Which ultimately means I'm getting to the point. You asked me the reason here, right? Chilwell and Reece was our only level of creativity in that team. We had no Fabregas, right? Our midfield was Jorginho, Kovacic, Kante. Where is the creativity in that midfield, bro? We had no Fabregas, we had no Lampard, right? So our creativity was coming from Reece and Chilwell. Those two were our biggest creators. Those two were the guys that used to be in everyone's FPL team because they used to be the ones that could actually create something for the team. You know what I'm saying? But then he broke down because he's not a right wing back, bro. He should have never been used like that, right? But now the way that we're using him right now, it's helped him to stay fit, bro. We're using him as a right back, as a right centre back at times. We use him in the midfield sometimes. You're seeing him more and more going forward more and more, right? But when it does go forward more and more, you can trust Reece to have better end products than Timber. That ain't even.
All I'm hearing is excuses. All I'm hearing is excuses for the reason as to why he's injured. Yo, Timber had an ACL injury that put him out for a whole. Let me finish. For a whole year.
How's that excuse?
He came back and he gave us excellent performances for a year for the next year throughout. Like, what are we talking about here? You're talking about because of the system he was playing in. Bro, listen, he has to run. He's a footballer. I'm so confused here.
I'm confused, Demo. He asked me a question. I've answered it. You're saying I'm giving you excuses. What are we doing?
Yeah, because your answer was just full of excuses.
How is it full of excuses? So
you said, okay,
I don't get it. This is what I'm saying about this YouTube thing, bro. Do man actually know what excuse is, bro? Do you know what an excuse means, bro? Do you know what an excuse is, bro? Yeah. How is it an excuse for me to say Tuchel using my right wing back didn't help him long term? How is that an excuse?
Hold on.
How is it an excuse when I'm telling you that our creativity came from
as a footballer, in fact, as an athlete, whatever you're doing to take care of your body is your job. If you can't stay fit,
okay, it's wrong. You're wrong. I'm going to stop here. Because when Saka being overused by Mikel Arteta, one of the things that people say, it's not Saka's fault.
Oh my days.
Hold on, stop. I'm giving you.
Man, I got to go in a bit, man. Like, what we doing?
Yeah. I'm gonna tell you something, Ledge.
It's such a waste of time, bro. I swear to God.
I'm gonna tell you something, Ledge. Simple. When some players, you have to do what they're being told. Like when Saka gets told to play every minute and he gets injured or something, and people say that Arteta overplayed him, there is a substance behind the argument. If Thomas Tuchel is asking Reece James to play a wing back and he get injured, it might not be his fault. It's the manager's fault that play him in the wrong position, put him in the wrong workload. It's not always the player, Ledge, right? So I want to move on from this, to be honest. I want to move on from this because there is a couple of things that I wanted to speak about the attack, actually. James doesn't even play as fullback anymore. He does. Half the games he plays in the center mid and half time he plays as right back.
Oh, he's barely played in midfield this season. I think the only games he played in midfield was against Bayern. He played in midfield this season. There was another game as well. I can't remember the other game he played. I'm pretty sure it's been less than 3 or 4 games. 4 games. He's been going forward more and more now. Like he's trusting his body more because he's been fit nearly a year. So you have to give it time, bro. Are we gonna? Why do man think we're just gonna rush Reece and tell him, yeah, go up and down again and get injured again? Why are we gonna do that when he's literally your captain and he's one of our most important players?
I never said Myles Skelly is anyone better than Reece or Trent. I just meant assists are in the benchmark. Reece is better than Myles Skelly and Nico O'Reilly in a lot of things, but also he's better. He's better than Timber in crossing, in delivery, in vision, in like he's just a better player going forward on the ball. He's better than Timber. I think Timber suits Arsenal to the T, the way Arsenal play. I think he's a better defender, in my opinion. Timber's better defender for me. Right? That's my opinion. Chelsea players, bunch of quality that cannot consistently work together. What a flex, Don. You can have the World 11, but they don't perform. What is this? What does that mean? TK. So yeah,
bro.
the team.
TK, what have you been sipping on, man? I'm telling you, bro. You need to put that drink down. Whatever it is you're smoking, bro, stop going to that dealer, bro. I'm telling you, because your super chats are not making sense today, bro. They're really not. They're really not, bro.
Here we go, TK. Don, with respect, no one cares. No, we care. That's why we have him on the panel. Football Social.
He sent money, so clearly he's rattled, bro. But big up for the donation, man.
I wanted to ask about that, to be honest, the attack, not the defense. The thing about Chelsea this season is that when I'm looking at their attack, I'm not looking at Estevao. There has been, over the last 2 weeks, because he scored for Brazil, is Estevao. Now people are talking about Doku being the winger and Estevao leading the line for Chelsea. Especially because Palmer might be back as a 10, so Estevao leading the line. So Estevao, of course, versus Doku as the wingers, because both are tricky, both provide things going forward. There's Saka as well that is in the, especially after he scored against England. In the attack, who do we think can lead their team this season to actually score more goals? Currently, City are number 1, Chelsea number 2, if I'm not mistaken, and Arsenal 3. Who can lead the attack? It's Estevao, especially Estevao. You have spoken a lot about Estevao, Don. Terry, I've clipped you plenty of times about Estevao and Saka, right? In the football terrace. You know that drill. But I want to get a substance about this. And I also want to involve Kelk about Doku as well. Because people I've been saying, like, there are people I've been reading and actually watching podcasts that people talk about Doku being the best winger in the league this season. Like, in terms of like the way he plays, how he's a threat to other teams and stuff with Semenyo. Of course, I'm talking from the big 6. What are you guys saying? That Doku, Estevao, or Saka can lead the attack? I think the attack would be a big part of actually who wins the league this season, in my opinion.
Well, Estevao's the best bagsman. He puts the ball in the back of the net more than so far Doku and Saka does. Doku is not very good at that. I think he has 1 Premier League goal, maybe 2.
Estevao already has like what? No, Estevao has 1 as well.
Yeah, but
the one against Liverpool, I don't.
I'm about to send you something as well. You can share on the screen with the people.
Send me, fine. I'm
I
fine.
would pick Estevao to score the most goals.
You can share your screen as well. You can share your screen yourself from the laptop.
I'm not logged into my Twitter. So let me just show you, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Saka still looks like he's kind of coming back from that injury from last season. He just hasn't really sparked enough. Like, I've seen him play a lot better than he has this season. I'll just say that. Like, he's still kind of catching up. And I know he had an injury, so that's part of it. So, he's still coming back from that. But Saka is a very quality player. I do rate him pretty highly.
Estevao has 1 goal, 1 assist in the Premier League, but he only had 4 starts, actually. Way less minutes than the other, just to let you guys know.
Yeah, he doesn't play a lot.
But 10 goals already. He's got 10 goals already. We're not even in December.
Yeah, he looks like he's going to score a lot of goals when he starts playing more minutes. Doku, I'm never going to expect to score goals. I think he's just going to create a lot of chances by beating his man. And he's showing that he can finally assist, and that's all I've ever been asking for him to, like, just contribute somehow. Because last season he would just run past everyone and just do nothing. So at least this season he's running past everyone and doing stuff. So I'm very impressed with what I've seen.
Yeah,
I didn't get it.
Yeah. For me, it's just Estevao, bro. He just needs the minutes, man. Honestly, when I'm at the games and I'm seeing him warming up and that, bro, you just feel it in the crowd. Like, whenever he gets on the ball, bro, the quality, even away from the GNA, the quality. I can think of the game against Liverpool. Yes, he scored the winning goal, but when he came on, he created a very good chance for Enzo. That Enzo nearly scored. He was being a little bit of a problem on that side for Robertson, man. We're already seen him in the Champions League, top performance against teams like Ajax. He played well against Benfica. Actually,
Ajax are in last place.
I don't think he played that game against Benfica, but he scored a very good goal against Karabag. It was a bit annoying that we ended up, drawing that game, but he had a good game. For example, against Wolves, he didn't really play well when we played them in the cup, but he still scored a lovely goal. So it's just the minutes for me for that guy, man. Honestly, like you're right, Kel. He sniffs goals, right? He's so good in the box. His movement is so good. If you go watch his goal catalogue as well, the variety of goals that he scored, his ball striking is unbelievable. The whips that he puts in on corners as well, crosses are mad. You know what I mean? His dribbling, his trickery. He's a top player, man. Honestly, top player, bro. The way we found this guy, it was mad. Big up the Brazilian scout that we've got, because we found this guy ages ago. So I'm happy with him, man. He just needs to be starting more games, and it's inevitable that he will be.
This is the graph that Don sent. It's a non-penalty XG. Non-penalty XG plus X assists per 90. Estevao is 0.9 in the top 5 leagues. That's data MP. That's actually
number one. He's number one, and I'm not even surprised, bro, because when you even look at the chances that he creates away from the goals, Kel, bro, he's very similar to Cole Palmer. He creates a lot of good chances for the team. Yeah, a lot of good chances. I can think of the game against Wolves when he came on. He might not have got the assist, but without his little bit of, directness there and whipping it in hard, the ball doesn't land to João Pedro the way it does, right? Against Nottingham Forest, he came on, yeah, against Forest. The whip, that goal that Reece scored, Reece James, by the way, the goal that Reece scored, it came from Estevao's cross, yeah? He creates a lot of good chances, clear-cut chances. That's why we need him in the team, because
So what
he's
is
a
he
playmaker.
missing, Don?
So why
What
is
is
he
he
starting
missing?
then?
Okay, hold on. What is he missing? It's very general. And by the way, everyone can answer this. It's an open discussion. What is he missing to be the best winger in the league and to lead the Chelsea attack to be one of the best in the league?
Bro,
What is
right
he missing?
now,
Experience, minutes, like
minutes.
Because when you watch it, by the way,
Pedro Neto,
I
though.
think someone
Bro,
DM'd
he's
me.
better than Neto, man. He's better than Neto. He's better than Neto.
Someone
Why
DM'd
isn't
me.
he
He
playing
played.
over him?
Hold on.
I'll answer it in a sec.
Just
Go on.
I need to put this out, guys. He played over 100 senior games already. That is experience. It doesn't matter if it's in Brazil, Argentina. With all due respect, playing 100 games in Brazil is the senior games. It is the count towards your experience, right?
Yep.
Like he didn't play youth teams. He played senior games in the Brazil league. So I don't think he lacks experience actually. And I think all the talk about no, he needs to be managed experience. No, you already has 100 game under your belt. That's half what Saka played for Arsenal. So I disagree with the Chelsea fans telling me we need to manage him because he's still being embedded. No, there are some players that come from Brazil or Argentina that are ready because they already have games under their belt. You know what I mean? Julian Alvarez came to Man City because he
He's a little
played
bit older, though.
Yeah,
He's like
bro, because he
20,
played.
What it is, Mo, yeah?
It's not about the age, though.
About
It's not about
18.
that age.
Maresca-
Guys, it is not about the age. Because Yamal was experienced by the age of 18. He already had more than 100 games. Pedri, by the age of 20, had already 150 games. Like, it's not about the age.
Maresca's just doing the political thing right now, isn't it? And he came out the other week talking about modern day football is not just about what you do going forward, it's about what you do defensively as well. I think Garnacho's been very good off the ball, and offensively he's actually been decent as well, to be fair. Neto off the ball is fantastic, but on the ball not great, right? And Estevao, the annoying thing more is Estevao off the ball, he works, bro. But I just think that Maresca's kind of doing the, what's the word I'm looking for, bro? It's kind of just like a formality. It's like, oh yeah, it's just come in. Let me just look like I'm bedding him in a little bit, and then I'm gonna put him in. Everyone knows it's inevitable he'll be starting, so I'm not gonna be overly crashing it. I think by Christmas, going into the second half of the season, we'll be seeing him more often, right? And the annoying thing as well, Mo, he's actually started a couple games this season. Against Brighton, for example, he started. He got sacrificed because we got a red card. Against United at Old Trafford, he started. Yeah, he got sacrificed after 5 minutes again because of a red card. So his season's been up and down. And in Champions League, he starts most of our games as well. He'll be starting. People just need to be a little bit more patient. I reckon by the new year, he'll be starting for Chelsea, bro.
Yeah,
Would he be one of the best wingers in the league? Does anybody here think that he's going to be one of the best wingers in the league?
In the world, not just the league, bro. In the world.
Yeah, I feel like Estevao is going to be one of the best wingers in the league. I'm not going to lie to you. From what I saw over the preseason and then leading into this season, the performances he has actually put forward are excellent. I'm not even going to front. Even that stat that Don sent to Mo to put up on screen, that was outstanding, if I'm being honest. But I didn't even know that. And from what it looks like, we're talking about experience for young players, over 100 games. I didn't even know he had that under his belt. Like, I think that's crazy.
I'm actually checking this now because he
had
broke
about
Neymar's record. So
he had about 85 games in Brazil. About 85. He won the league there.
So yes, now it's 100 games.
Okay.
Someone said he completed
now it's 100 games. Okay, yeah. But that makes sense. But either way, though, like, you can see the talent.
A lot of fucking games.
Yeah. And when you talk about the GNA, bro, it's only him that has more GNA before their 18th birthday, right? And the person below him is Neymar, and he beat him by a couple numbers as well, bro. Vinny couldn't do it. Rodrigo couldn't do it. Man scored 5 goals in 5 starts for Brazil. He's 3 goals away from Vinny's goal tally for Brazil. Yeah, in what? Not even 20 starts. Vinny's nearly played for them for nearly 50 games, right?
Vinny notoriously doesn't show up for Brazil. That's just facts.
He took a penalty for Brazil the other day. Cunha was on the pitch. Rodrigo was on the pitch. Vinny was on the pitch. They gave it to him. Yeah, and then Paqueta takes the second one and he fucking misses, bro.
That's got to be PR, though. That's got to be PR, man. They're definitely
nah. Did you not see the penalty, bro? Did you not see how he struck?
No, the penalty was excellent. Bro, penalty was excellent. But come on, man. Bro, why did you give it to him?
Was he not at crib the other day, bro? He came to your crib the other day. He scored again, man. You not see that goal he scored at Emirates? You didn't see that one there? You know what I'm saying, bro? This guy is just he's got so much about him. He's got so much to his game. And it's just annoying because we're yet to see him play with Palmer like properly. The only game they've started together was against United, but then Palmer came off because he was injured. Obviously, Estevao came off as well, right? Against Leverkusen in pre-season, Palmer's back on the grass now, right? Against Leverkusen, when they were playing together, honestly, bro, every time Palmer got the ball, he kept just giving it to Estevao, just giving it to Estevao. They were linking up. He's an unbelievable player, man. Honestly, he's going right to the top, man.
Where can he take Chelsea this season?
Bro, well, with the game time, he can definitely help us compete for the league, bro. Right? For me, the only way we're going to compete, Mo, is we need to keep our centre backs fit. We are not. Hey, great segue. We are not going to be in a title race if we can't keep the likes of Fofana and Badiashile fit. Yeah. When you take these guys out of our team, and we're playing Tosin and Chalobah at the back, it don't matter what we're doing up front. We scored 2 goals against Qarabag. We conceded 2 goals against Qarabag. Right? We fucking scored against Brentford, 2 goals against Brentford. We conceded 2 goals against Brentford, right? We should have beaten Sunderland. We conceded against Sunderland because of some stupidity defending. So we're not going to compete without those guys staying fit. It's not happening. It's not happening, bro.
Your defense is not that far from Manchester City in terms of XG conceded. Like it's not day and night, you know. That my thing about it, when you have Caicedo and when you have Enzo in front of the defense, they should be able to actually protect the defense for Chelsea to be honest.
They protect the defense.
Back excuses.
No, but it's not an excuse though, because look at the goal we conceded against Sunderland, bro. How am I supposed to feel any confidence when I'm seeing Chalobah watching his friend like this? Come on, bro. Like Chalobah, right? Should be starting for like a mid-table team, not for fucking Chelsea.
Don, that is good. I'm not comparing Chalobah. Gabriel made a mistake, him and David Raya, for Sunderland's second goal as well. They dived into each other. Declan Rice and the whole defense made a mistake for Sunderland's first goal for all.
Yeah, but that's disingenuous though, man. Fofana clearly, when you see Fofana in our team, he is our version of Gabriel because he's very aggressive. He's very aggressive. He puts
but you have the fullbacks around, but you have the fullbacks and the DM is better than based on a lot of people's logic. So that is a unit. As a unit
in the world, right?
Nah, but by the way, I'm telling you,
and also, by the way, I'm going to tell you something. You're talking about protection for the defense. Would you rather have Caicedo or you would rather have Zubamendi? Protection for the defense. Yeah, everyone would choose Caicedo.
Mo, listen, I get that, but end of the day, when it actually comes to practice, yeah, you see teams when Tosin plays, they wanna violate him, bro. Look at the game against Fulham, right? Wow. At the Bridge against Fulham, the ball goes over the top to Josh King. It was disallowed in that, but cool. They just look at him and say, "Yeah, Tosin, you can do man 1v1." The same thing happened against Brentford. One ball over the top towards Tosin area because they know you can do that to him. When you've got Fofana there, you can't do that to Fofana, bro. You can't violate Fofana 1v1.
But it's impossible to rely on him. He's injured all the time.
I'm not saying. I get your point. Like, yes, the system. Like, we've got very good fullbacks. We've got Caicedo. All of that. I hear that. Yeah, cool. But for me personally, bro, over 38 games to compete. If we're dependent on Chalobah and Tosin to be the starters, that sort of level, we won't compete because there'll be games where it's tight and it's just a stupidity at the back again. Yeah, and then we'll drop points. That's what I'm saying to you. I don't feel confidence in this team competing without those centre backs staying fit because we're scoring goals. Like our attack's not a problem right now. We've scored the second most goals right now. Yeah, we're creating chances. We're creating the most big chances right now. We absolutely battered Wolves. No one's beaten Wolves the way that we did the other day, right? So
we beat them 4-0. So
no one.
No one's battered them yet. No one's battered them. They've been shit, but no one's battered them.
What are you talking about?
In the league.
Here?
Yes, the opening game of the season.
Man City, the first game of the season, Man City battered.
At Molyneux, we slapped them 4-0.
It's November. It's November. It's November, guys.
I stand corrected. Reinders, that was the only time he showed up. I hear that, Kel. I stand corrected. But there hasn't been many teams that have battered Wolves, I don't think. Yeah, right, we're one of the few. We're one of the few.
Bro, come on, man. They're bottom of the
man. I'm just saying right now, bro. Goals aren't our problem. That's my point that I'm making. Goals aren't our problem. It's our defense that needs to improve, and it has improved since we've had Fofana back. I saw the other day, Mo. Yeah, we've got 5 clean sheets, the second most in the league. You know, we've actually got the second most clean sheets in the league. It's mad. It doesn't feel like it, you know, but it's mad, bro.
I had to look that up.
Can I give you guys a stat that is astonishing? The number of tackles between William Saliba and Trevor Chalobah this season are very, very similar. But you know the difference between them? Chalobah's most tackles, 80% of his tackles are in the mid-third. Saliba's tackles are in his defensive third. Also, I'm going to tell you something. Chalobah wins more tackles than Saliba. Interceptions-wise, Chalobah has more interceptions than William Saliba this season, per 90, yeah? Per 90 this season. So stats-wise, say that you should be able to rely on Chalobah because his interceptions and tackles per 90 are more than William Saliba. His tackle percentage success is more than William Saliba done. That is the reality. Where he tackles is hard on the pitch.
Chalobah,
The problem with you, Don, is that you're sticking to one mistake. This is what I see. You're sticking to the one mistake.
I'm not.
Not as a scrub. Chalobah is not as a scrub as you make him be. I think you're scapegoating him. When I'm watching, number one, Chalobah has 2 goals already for Chelsea. So he contributed 2 goals, and that's in the league this season. In the league. I think you're scapegoating him.
My point is, Tosin and Chalobah as a pairing is a serious hazard, because both of them are not the level to be starting for Chelsea. So when they're playing together, Mo, both of them are looking at each other like, who's supposed to be the leader here? Like, who's it again? Sorry, is it you? I don't know. Oh, is it you? Oh, I don't know, right? Whereas when Chalobah plays with Colwell, when Chalobah plays with Colwell, or Chalobah plays with Fofana, or when Chalobah played with Silva, he played better because he's next to a better centre back. It's as simple as that, right? And that's what I'm saying to you. We need to keep those guys fit. At least even one of them starting with a Chalobah, right? Improves our defense so much. Yeah. I am not scapegoating Chalobah because I think the defensive problems have been, multiple different things.
You're saying it's collective between the two centre backs.
But the same way that bro said, not having Gabriel there is going to be, yes, they might have Mosquera and Cappy, but the drop in quality is there, innit? Yeah.
It's
and
big,
for me, the drop in quality from what we have when Fofana's not there, bro, and even Colwell, it's massive for me, bro. You know what I'm saying? I think it's a massive gap. That pairing, it makes me embarrassed to be a Chelsea fan. When I'm seeing Tosin and Chalobah starting for Chelsea, I'm embarrassed, bro. Yeah, I'm embarrassed because everyone knows that they're not levels. Everyone knows that it's that you can get at them. Teams will look at that in the dugout and say, yeah, boys, it's time to go over the top to Tosin side now, boys. You know what I mean? We can get Tosin now. You know what I'm saying? Man's about 6'10" and he can't fucking head the ball. What's going on? Yeah, he can't win his aerial duels. You know what I'm saying, bro? So that's what I'm saying to you, Mo. We need to keep Fofana fit. Wrap this guy in some bubble wrap. After every game, bubble wrap, holy water on his forehead, let man go rest, yeah? But we need him to be playing. We need this guy to stay fit. That's the only way we're going to be up there by March, April, whatever. That's the only way.
So, Don, does this mean like Chelsea, you believe Chelsea are in for a title challenge? I just want to hear it from your point of view.
Yeah. I went into the season saying that we're going to challenge. You know, obviously I didn't expect Cole to get injured. I thought we're going to get the whole, I know Xavi Simons hasn't been great, but personally, I think he'll do better at Chelsea with the players that we've got. The way he plays, he likes to link up. Spurs don't really have a lot of players that do that, if that makes sense. A lot of them right now are injured, innit? Like Maddison and Kulu, right? So for me, I think we would have done better at Chelsea. I thought we would have got a centre-back as well. We didn't. But right now, when I'm looking at your problems, I'm looking at Man City. They've only got Haaland, who scored, 90% of their goals. Bro, like, there isn't a clear winner.
4 of our last 10, so...
You know, Don, lately, everyone in the media...
You guys, for me right now. There isn't a clear winner for me right now.
You know, everyone in the media is saying that, yes, Chelsea were talking about them being close to City. They are thinking that there's a gap between the two teams. Everyone excluded Chelsea from that top 2 thing. You guys, like everyone, all the pundits, everyone is saying that Chelsea are below Manchester City.
Yeah, because no, what it is, they've been more consistent than us this season, right? In terms of, they look a little bit more stable at the back. I'm telling you, bro, you already know how it gets, man. In 2-3 weeks' time, Chelsea's defense stabilizes. Fofana stays fit. We're having different conversations. It's like, okay, Chelsea look better defensively again. Last year, Mo, how many times did me and you talk about our defense? Sanchez this season hasn't been a problem away from the United game. He's improved, right? So we get our defense back on track and we're scoring goals. We're going to win more games. Last season, how many clean sheets did we get towards the end, Mo? Remind me.
7, I think, out of 8 or something like this, or something like
like Sanchez said in the interview, I like the line that he said. He said, bro, the more clean sheets you get, the more chances you have of winning the game. And it sounds so basic, but it's true. We've been leaking too many stupid goals. We've got the most goals directly from mistakes at the minute. 7, bro. 7 goals directly from mistakes. That's pathetic. That is pathetic, man.
So you're putting your title credentials based on a player that hasn't stayed fit for a while. It's like if City tells us that our title credentials is based on John Stones staying fit. And imagine if any City fan comes here and say, by the way, we're not challenging Arsenal because if John Stones doesn't stay fit, we're finished.
But Mo, I'm telling you, but what Fofana brings to our team, what Fofana brings to our team, right? It's just so much quality at the back. You just feel safe when he's there. When he's not there, when I'm seeing Tosin and these guys, bro, I just feel jittery. I just know today we're gonna have to score 2 goals minimum to win the game because someone's gonna do something mad at the back. That's how I feel.
But I don't think he should start. You have others as well that can start, of course, right?
Some young guy everyone's bragging about. What's his name?
Achimpong, the young kid.
Okay.
Bro, listen, end of the day, Maresca likes to run to experience at times. I've seen Tosin come off the bench at times. He came on against Tottenham off the bench, and I was shitting myself watching him right there in front of me. Yeah, because of the fuckery that he's on. You know what I mean, bro? Ooh. So that's what I'm kind of looking at.
Guardiola disciple. They always go with experience.
We need to keep Fofana fit, bro. Honestly, we just need to keep that guy fit. We need to keep.
I think your attack is still like Estevao is there. I think without Cole Palmer, your attack looks. I know that you scored a lot of goals, but remember you scored a lot of set pieces as well. I believe that your attack, like Garnacho scores and like he scored a goal or something. I'm not convinced that your attack is good because João Pedro is not a striker. Liam Delap still need to learn with his back to goal how to play in tight spaces. He's not at Ipswich anymore. I like Delap, but I think your attack is not as good as what you guys say, to be honest with you guys. I don't think so. I'm watching Chelsea's attack. Without Cole Palmer, it doesn't look as strong. It doesn't. Garnacho
but it's not though. It's not though, is it? You've taken, bro. This is the best 10 in the league.
Palmer is
of course our attack's not going to look as good as as where it is when he's there because he creates a lot of chances for us, bro. You know what I mean? But even without him, Mo, the point is we've still managed to score a lot of goals. We've scored a lot of goals now, bro. Especially in open play, it was a little bit looking like Arsenal and that, but then we've upped it recently, bro. Our goals in open play have gone up. Yeah. They've gone up. It's not as low as what it was before. We just scored 3 against, I don't care if it's Wolves. Yeah. Anyone that says, it's Wolves, I expect all you man to do it then. I expect all you man to
Wolves,
do it. Slap them. Yeah, exactly, Kel. I expect minimum 3 goals, isn't it?
Are you expecting Palmer to come back, be the same as before the injury, before the groin injury? Just play the same?
Yeah. I mean, he's had that injury for a while, isn't it? He had that injury since, I think even before the Club World Cup. And he turned up in the Club World Cup. You know, he was playing injured against Bayern Munich and he was unbelievable that day. You know, so I think obviously he's going to take a little bit of bedding time, like match fitness. Yeah, match fitness and that. But I'm not worried about his performances long term. I think Palmer actually started the season off really well. Yeah,
he did. Yeah, but he got injured right away anyway.
He's been injured.
To be honest with you. Ledge is like, why are you so like annoyed, Ledge? It's okay, bro. Just football discussion. It's YouTube. It's okay, bro.
I'm chilling. I'm just listening.
It's not that deep. Do you think Chelsea can actually battle Arsenal for the title, Ledge? Imagine if we get Fofana.
I mean, obviously, if Fofana comes back, I think they win it all, according to Dunn. You know what I'm saying, innit? So
he never said that.
No. You never said that. You didn't say, come on, I'm paraphrasing. Hey, guys. I'm joking. He didn't say that. But being serious, I do feel Chelsea will challenge. I said that at the start of the season. I expected Chelsea to challenge this season. If not 3rd, probably 4th. I don't feel like they're gonna break away like they did last season by December. If it was. So I expect a lot more from Chelsea this season. In regards to what Don was saying, I was listening. He was complaining about the defense, and bro, I'm not
complaining about my defense. I'm complaining about my centre backs, bro. There's a difference.
You're complaining about a specific centre back, or your centre back specifically, if you want to say that, right?
Yeah.
Now, look, as an Arsenal fan, this is what we said a few seasons ago. It's like, Rob Holding was down, what's his name?
Saliba was down.
Partey was
Robo
down.
played.
Partey was down. A couple players were down by the end of the season, which obviously derailed our title challenge. Now, this
We also
season,
just
I
got
feel
beat
like
by a way better team.
yeah, you
We
could
slapped
say
you
that.
twice.
Arsenal that time, with all due respect, that Arsenal team, that challenge, is not a match to Chelsea now. They had. Are we remembering what Arsenal had up top, or it was wasn't it Martinelli?
I agree. Look, I agree.
Gabriel
Look, I'm not.
Jesus.
Guys, you didn't let me finish my point. What I was just trying to say is as simple as that. In regards to the lack of challenge from Chelsea with just Fofana being out or Chalobah and stuff like that, I feel it's just. I'm gonna say it again, Don. I'm sorry, but it's minor excuses. It's minor excuses because when it comes to Arsenal, no one's listened to our excuses about players being down. Now, when we have Gabriel out, we're okay with Nkappi coming in right now because obviously we're happy with the signings that we made over the summer. Chelsea fans have been screaming, yeah, they're not happy with the recruitment that they had, which I don't think makes any sense because these guys buy anyone and everyone. So it's like
Except center back.
you want to complain that you didn't go into a season with defenders, but I'm sure you can pull defenders from somewhere, or you can sign another one.
No. This is what people need to understand, bro. You do realize Chelsea have constraints with UEFA, right? We need to sell to buy. Yeah, there is no centre backs that are leaving Chelsea Football Club without selling them first. People think it's a joke. People actually think it's a joke, bro. We had to sell to buy. Fofana was injured. Fofana was injured. We couldn't sell him in the summer. Badiashile was injured. We couldn't sell him in the summer, right? So that means that it would either
be... You sold Disasi? What happened to him?
We tried to fucking sell Disasi. No one wanted the guy. Yeah? No one wanted the guy. Who wanted him? No one came in for him. Aston Villa didn't want to sign him permanently, bro. You know what I mean? So we need to sell to buy. Even away from Disasi, we need to sell to buy, bro, to bring in centre-backs. That's the problem.
All right. Either way.
So you trying to use Arsenal as an example is a poor one because if I had Nkappi and Mosquera in reserve, I'll be speaking with more chest, but I don't have those guys in reserve. So how do you expect me to speak with chest when I see Tosin and Chalobah fucking about when they play together?
You guys are world champions. You got the same. This is the same team. You got back into the Champions League with, and you're world champions. Are we forgetting about that?
Tosin and Chalobah were playing together in the Club World Cup, were they? Was it not Levi Colwell? Or was it not Levi Colwell back there?
Okay, right.
You see what I'm saying?
Good for Levi Colwell because he had the position then. I'm so confused.
It's a good press.
Because you're just saying things, but it's like you want me to just like. That's what I mean. That's the irony. You want me to be delusional about Tosin and Chalobah long term. I am not going to be delusional about those guys. I know what they are. And they raise my blood pressure, bro. You know what I mean? Even talking about them now, my blood pressure's going up. You know what I'm saying, bro? So I don't want to see that car crash of a pairing again. I don't want to see it again, bro. Yeah.
Okay.
Keep my Fofana fit. Bring Badiashile back into the team as well to give us a little bit more balance, and then we can do something.
Look, I'm sorry, but this sounds ridiculous. Because this is like me saying.
Why is it sound ridiculous?
This is like me. Mo, sorry. This is probably like me saying, "Oh, please keep Tomiyasu fit." Oh, Tomiyasu would have been the reason why we won the Prem. Like, oh, Tomiyasu is going to be the reason why we challenge. Oh, make sure Tomiyasu's fit. Tomiyasu is injury prone. Calafiori is injury prone. If Calafiori doesn't play, oh my God, we're falling apart, bro.
Yeah, but look, that's why I've got receipts on my Twitter because I got to go in a set mode. Yeah, I've literally said last season, Lavia and Fofana, we can't depend on these guys anymore because on paper they're good enough to be in our 11, 110%. They improve us so much. They've got so much quality, but they're barely ever there. Last season, Fofana and Colwell had a very good partnership. Yeah, they were building something. Fofana gets injured just before Christmas. He's out for the whole season. We didn't see him again, right? This time round, you're right. Again, he's a ticking time bomb. That's where it's a bigger problem. We should have brought someone in who is more available. In the summer, I was literally saying, bro, we need 2 centre-backs. Yeah, we need 2. But I've explained to you, bro, in order to bring centre-backs in, Chelsea need to sell. We can't bring any centre-backs in without selling. So the overarching point you're making about Fofana, I agree. I'm just saying, right now, we can't change anything. January's not here yet. Yeah, we've still got a lot of games between now and January. We need Fofana to stay fit. He's still part of the squad, is he not? I have to be real, bro. He has to stay fit. Otherwise, we're in problems again at the back. I'll be real. We're in problems again without that guy, man.
I'm gonna tell you something. The problem is you want it's if Don comes here and says I'm gonna challenge Stossen and Chalaba, and they don't challenge because of them, he will be kind of like, okay, so but you said you're gonna challenge, but he doesn't believe that. That's the problem. He doesn't. Is it right or wrong? That is up for debate. AMT saying that means you better beat Leeds 5-0 then.
Oh, I'm actually glad that game, man. I'm looking forward to that. It's my first time. Ellen Road, isn't it? Ellen Road. Yeah.
Are you guys? This is Leeds. When are you guys playing Leeds?
We're
playing
them in
Burnley.
2 weeks. 2 weeks.
Yeah, you play Burnley and then Arsenal.
I don't know why.
Oh god!
Why
the build up
Leeds,
for that
then?
Arsenal Chelsea game is going to be biblical.
It's gonna be beautiful.
Between Don and Jess. Jess is coming back for that one.
Hey, listen, listen. Wait. See that game? Don't drop points against Tottenham, you know. You being Tottenham, yeah?
Of course we're beating Tottenham.
Even with Mikel Merino.
What do you want me to say?
You guys got Mikel Merino, who scored more goals than Gyokeres, or probably close to it.
Marino.
Look,
I literally saw a meme that showed Mbappe, Kane, Holland, and then they're like Marino. I was like, what is this?
Look,
I'm not
Mikel
engaging
Merino's a
with that 'cause I
striker.
know that's the bait, but I was like, wow.
You know what it is?
Epitomize the dragon meme of the two dragons with the nasty face and then the derpy face one.
You know, it'll be beautiful, Kel, yeah? You know, Gabriel not being there right now. What will be beautiful, yeah, will be for Tottenham to just sting these guys away from home with a Van de Ven set piece. The way that Gabriel always gets the set pieces, that would be beautiful. Because Tottenham,
you know,
I listen, ideally I want to draw, but I'll be real. Over 38 games, Tottenham ain't doing shit. Yeah, so if they beat you, it's gonna be chaos on the TL. You know what time it is, Ledge? Yeah, leading up to the game against us. And when you beat Burnley, bro, we're not gonna be far behind you, buddy.
No,
yeah?
Okay. Let me be serious. Arsenal can't afford to lose. We can't afford to lose that Tottenham game. If I'm being honest, right? We know obviously Gabriel's down, and that's what everyone's gonna pick on. But I'm not really worried in that sense. Obviously, I'm expecting the attack. I'm expecting the attack to do what they need to do. I'm sorry.
You get one set piece, okay.
No.
You guys are not a creative team at all in open play. Not creative.
I definitely disagree with that, because we're extremely effective via set pieces doesn't mean we're not a creative team. I don't understand that. It's just like because we score a lot of goals, you teams cannot defend when it comes to set pieces. It's not our fault. I've
got a cut, man. Eze, man. Let it all work out, man. You've been shit. Love, man.
I would agree. I think Eze and Gyokeres
It's not been shit.
Disappointing.
Gyokeres
has been a big disappointment.
Gyokeres, look, for me, Gyokeres.
He joined the wrong team. He joined the wrong. That style of play doesn't suit him at all.
I'm not happy with the performance Gyokeres has given us. Right. However, I feel
Wayne
like
Rooney is.
No. Let me finish. I feel like Gyokeres does play a big part in the way teams defend against us now. Because when Gyokeres is on the field, it's clear that defenders pay attention to him. It's clear that he's always fighting with one defender or two defenders. So he's keeping those defenders busy. And that's always opening up the path for the left wingers or the right wingers to do something. So
you bought him to create space, not to score goals.
No, we didn't invite him to create space. It's just I feel like he needs to adjust. It's honestly, I just feel like it's an adjusting period. Now, if it continues like this for, I don't know, I guess 6 months where he ain't scoring no goals and he's giving us lackluster performances, then it becomes a real issue. But as far as I'm concerned, with what Gyokeres has given us over the past recent games, I feel like defenders definitely, and teams in terms of managers as well, they pay attention to Gyokeres. You have to. He knows where the goal is. He knows how to score goals, and he keeps the defenders busy. So
again,
I'm not.
Is that what you signed him for, or did you sign him to put the ball in the back of the net? Because that's all I heard was last season is we just need the striker, and then we're gonna win it all.
No, hold on. We weren't coming. Okay, maybe a lot of Arsenal fans probably said that, but that was also the narrative from rival fans. Oh, we need attackers. We need a striker. We need a striker. Havertz is not going to do it for us. We're not going to win the league with Havertz. Now we got a replacement in Gyokeres, and we're top of the league with 4 points at the start of the season. And Gyokeres hasn't been the outlet for the goals, but people are now saying, "Oh, if Gyokeres doesn't score goals, blah blah blah." Look, the thing is, the team's scoring goals. Yeah, we're winning games, and we are top of the league at the current moment, and that's what needs to continue. When Gyokeres comes back, he needs to start scoring goals. He needs to put in more performances and show he does deserve to be in a team. Now, I'm not going to lie to you. In my personal opinion, if Gyokeres comes back in 5 games and gives us 1 goal, I feel like Moreno probably has to start sooner or later. Like, I'm not even going to lie to you, because what Moreno has shown us as a midfielder is ridiculous. He doesn't do anything for us in midfield. He doesn't give us no assists. He doesn't give us no goals. It looks like he's
been a
just
great
not on the
false
field.
nine, that's for sure.
Yeah. It's like he's not on the field when he's in midfield. But when he plays attack, when he plays striker position, he's given us 12, 13 GA in 18 games as a striker, which is a ridiculous stat as far as I'm concerned. So if I was Arteta, personally, I'd be like, look, Moreno, you might have to do something for us here. And Gyokeres is rolling on to learn how to, I don't know, get a better touch or something and put the ball in the back of the net. Because for me, Gyokeres' touch is diabolical. I feel that's it. That's his major issue. In the Premier League, if you don't know how to control the ball, players are on you. Like, players don't give you time to turn around. Players don't give you time to think. So if Gyokeres just can get his touch better, he will probably rip up the Premier League, in my personal opinion, because he's shown that he
bad
knows
in
how to beat it.
Portugal? I don't know. I didn't watch him.
I didn't watch him in Portugal. Like, I'm not one of those fans that are screaming, "Oh my days, he's the one." I wanted Gyokeres, but I didn't watch him in Portugal. I've only really watched him at Arsenal, and from what I've seen personally, it's a little scary sometimes. It's like, oh my days, but he does keep the defense and mainly the opposition centre backs busy. So if he can keep him busy and score goals, then he's doing exactly what he needs to do. But if he can also keep him busy and the wingers are scoring goals, no one's going to say, oh, where's Saka's end product? No one's going to say, where's Martinelli's end product? Like, it's just, you know what I mean? It's like, if the team's performing, but everyone wants everyone to perform on the team at the exact same time. So I don't know, man. I just feel like out of Gyokeres, just give us better performances, score some goals, and it will be all right.
I think you are very harsh on
60
Gyokeres,
million to
actually.
create space. It's almost as
I actually think you're very.
130 million for Verts to run a lot or whatever.
I think you're very harsh on
These are
Gyokeres, to
making
be honest with you.
excuses.
You think so?
Yeah, I think he's improving his touch. I know that his finishing has not been the best. He's improving his touch. I don't think you're feeding him enough at all. Like Erling Haaland
Yeah,
with
they
Manchester
don't have
City.
the players to feed him. I've said this all season.
That's what people fail to
see.
see. Yeah, people fail to see that you don't have someone, like, you're not feeding Gyokeres. It's Madueke sometimes, Saka sometimes, the left side. You're not feeding Gyokeres like this to actually for him to score goals. And he's not Erling Haaland, where he can get like 12, 15 touches and get 2 goals. That's, with all the sense, the best number 9 in the world currently, right? With Harry Kane, you can say Harry Kane is an overall better player, but as a number 9 in the box, there is Haaland there. So I think you're being pretty harsh on Victor Gyokeres. He is opening spaces. I think you're pretty harsh on him. I get your point, but you calling him diabolical, I think is a stretch. Diabolical.
No, the touch,
it's ridiculous.
Just his touch, not his game.
I thought
he
improved. I thought he improved massively, the touch, since the
look. Mo, you're right. I'm probably being a little harsh, yeah, but that's because I want more from Gyokeres. I need more from Gyokeres. I'm expecting more from Gyokeres. I'm not gonna lie to you. So that's probably why I'm being harsh.
Season, you expect that to translate.
You know what I'm saying? Like, if you're scoring that many goals and you've given us how many goals over the last 2 years, I'm expecting him to come in and do, you know, what he's been doing over the last few years. Like, so maybe I am being a little harsh on Gyokeres. I just feel like he needs to do, well, not even just him, the team needs to do more. And you are right, he's not getting fed in regards to players passing him the ball, Martinelli or Saka. Now, that being said, Odegaard looks like, well, before he got injured, Odegaard looked like that was changing. It looked like Odegaard was actually finding Gyokeres a lot more, and he was looking for Gyokeres, like, actively. So maybe that's what it was. I feel like, I don't know, man. It's a
you know, we haven't spoken about actually the City and Arsenal thing. You hold your concerns, Arsenal fan, but bottled that Skelly takes. Yeah. You hold your corners, Arsenal
Your
fan,
corners,
but
huh?
bottle desk. Yeah, you did. He's good. Ledge is good, guys. Bay Ledge Sport in the description. Go support him. Thank you, German Chicken Wing. And just the last part of the show about the City versus Arsenal challenge over the next. Like, I still think that City, if Doku finds his feet, the way City play now, their defense, by the way, is improving massively over the week. I think this is where City actually do the job, in my opinion. This is where City actually maybe get closer to if Arsenal drop points. Because I'm expecting Arsenal to drop points in either Aston Villa or Chelsea game. If City win against Newcastle, the point gap will be smaller. And Arsenal still have to go to City. I don't know if Arsenal fans are scared of City or not. I don't. Should they be? Kelk.
Well, I mean, I think we went to the Emirates and popped a really surprising performance on them. I know before that game, I had no confidence in that game whatsoever, and I was shocked how we turned up and like outplayed them for most of the game. So yeah, I'm gonna just keep saying it. I don't think Arsenal have enough going forward. I don't think Mikel Arteta is gonna just. I just don't rate him as a manager going offensively, going forward. I think he's excellent defensively. They have the best defense in the league by far. That's going to keep him in a lot of games, but I do think it's just I think draws are going to be an issue because I just think they're, at some point people are going to figure out how to stop the corners. I mean, City prevented you from scoring corners, so there is a blueprint out there. I know you scored an open play goal, but I'm not ready to say I'm confident to trust you to score enough goals in open play outside of corners to actually get the job done. But maybe he can get better. Arteta has done this in the past, so there was one season where he did look a lot better going forward. So maybe he can rechannel that again. I'm not sure. I think Gyokeres I don't think he fits the team, and so we'll just see how that works out because I really just don't think you have the players to feed him. I think you need like a dynamic 10, and I don't think Eze's that guy. I don't think Odegaard's that guy. I don't think Saka's looked as good as he has in the past. So we'll just see what happens. But I don't know. I just think your team also they lack the mentality because this team as great as it's been.
It's a fantastic thing. I like this. So you just bash the Arsenal team and you don't think they're good, right? So you should be favorites to win the league because your defense is improving. Better creativity, better striker. The winger is better. Your going forward is better. So,
I think honestly, it just comes down to Erling Haaland. I think he needs to stay healthy.
Okay, so if Erling Haaland stays fit,
we're dependent on Erling Haaland right now.
Kelk, if Erling Haaland stays fit, you think you win the league?
Yes.
See, it's easy. It's easy. Like I can say Napoli shit. Oh, are you gonna win the league? No, I can't do that. If you think that your team is much better than their teams, you gotta put and say that you gotta be the
for me, it's Erling Haaland right now.
So if Erling Haaland is injured,
last season we lost the player that we couldn't afford to lose, and we didn't win anything.
So guys, on this show,
Erling Haaland's that guy this season.
So on this show, guys, and I'm just gonna summarize the show. On this show, we established that Chelsea cannot challenge without Fofana staying fit for the rest of the season, and Man City are not going to be able to challenge or win the league if Erling Haaland is not fit. However, see the sign behind me just fell. It's fine. So now Arsenal have Gabriel injured for 2 months. Odegaard is on for a while. They have no striker. Gyokeres is still coming back, and he's shit based on everyone else. But Arsenal will win the league. I'm just summarizing the show. This hour and a half, people. That's the summary.
Well, they have the best squad, remember. That's why. Because
I don't care what they say.
Out, they got Mascara. They got
it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what they say.
They got a superstar, Mikel Marino.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
Best squad in the world. We'll be fine.
So let's in the show, and I know that on the show, it's not been said yet that Maresca is better than Arteta. Pep is definitely better than Mikel Arteta. Estevao is better than Saka. Doku is better than Saka. We know that midfield there is no creativity in Arsenal, so Manchester City was Shirky and Foden better in creativity. So that is the summary of the show, guys. I'm seriously, what I'm hearing that if Haaland stays fit, City will win the league, or most likely will challenge. Let's say, and Chelsea will challenge if Fofana stays fit. But it doesn't matter what Arsenal do. They have the best squad in the world. It doesn't matter if they have 2 forwards only fit today, going to a North London derby. That doesn't matter. Just 2 forwards. Trossard and Saka. It doesn't matter. And here is a problem. It is a problem. I'm going to say it in front of the viewers, and you guys take it as much as you can. But when I say stuff and people say, Mo, but why do you defend Arsenal? Because of this, because of things that are like this. Because Gabriel is out, you have Mosquera and Hincapia. Yet Hincapia that is coming from the Bundesliga, so he doesn't need time to be embedded in the team. I'm just putting it out there. He doesn't need time to actually gel with the squad, but Verts need time, the more expensive one. They have Mosquera, a guy that nobody heard of, that played for Valencia, that is 11 million. Yeah, this guy is good enough, right? So in the midfield, Eze, he's shit. Don just said he's shit. Eze, you've been shit. It's not working out. Let it all work out. And Gyokeres is a shit striker that Joao Pedro is better than him and Delap is better than him. You know what I mean? Doku is better than Saka, Estevao. But yeah,
I
Arsenal
never said
must
Doku
win
was
the
better than
league.
Saka. Just to clarify, I never said that.
You didn't.
But
This is the stammer.
Declare
My
my
problem
name.
is
I've never said Doku was better than Saka.
No,
yes, great. You didn't. But my point about this, when I sit here and provide arguments, similar when I provide arguments for Chelsea, people say that you're backing Arsenal too much. No, I'm not. I'm just stating facts that people don't do it. You know what I mean?
No, I hear you, Mo, and Kel. I just listened to you just smash Arsenal, just ridicule us, and basically just wipe the floor
It's
of
your
us.
front line. I think you have the best defense in the world, and that's going to keep you in this the whole season.
Okay,
I mean,
and
don't
that's
give up
fair.
a goal for eight games. Like that's very impressive, and I think that's.
Look, I feel that's fair, but also there are a few points that you made that I have to address. You spoke about the set pieces, and you said, "Oh, you guys handled us, so you figured out our set pieces, and teams are going to figure out set pieces sooner or later." Well, the issue with that statement is Arteta's been here 5 years, and every year we've been getting better on set pieces. So when are they going to figure it out? That's the real question. Now,
Well, Pep figured
Arsenal,
it out.
no, let me finish. Arsenal scoring one goal from a set piece in one game does not mean we've been figured out, because people are still complaining about set piece FC. So I'm not going to say because we didn't score a set piece against Man City, you guys do have us figured out. Now, with Haaland being your only outlet for goals, that is very dangerous. That's very dangerous. If he does go down, who knows where City's going to be? We have to wait and see where the goals come from, because it has happened before. You guys have seen it. When Haaland went down, I don't think you guys got that many goals, if I'm correct.
When?
Didn't he go down like a season ago? Like, didn't that happen?
He's missed time every season, but he's been there so he's missed time every single season, and we have won two titles out of the 3 seasons. Last season he when he missed time, we actually scored more goals, and people were questioning if we were better without him.
Okay, well, there you go.
That's Marmoush was firing then, so he scored a bunch of goals.
Brilliant. There you go.
Forgot about it.
Okay. Great. So you're presenting. So you're saying this, but you just said that you're not going to challenge.
That was what I was about to say.
No. That was last season's team, though. Like Marmoush hasn't played this season. I mean, I know he's there, but
okay.
I don't know if he fits into our team this year. He's on the bench right now, so I think the system has changed a lot since last season. And Omar's been healthy for a while. He can't get a game over Doku. He's obviously not going to bench Haaland, but like if Haaland did go down, I think Marmoush would play in that role, but it might take him a few games to kind of get back up to par. And if you drop points during that time, we're at the point, you kind of have to win every game. We're kind of, we're already saying that in November. It's like, if you drop points, that could be fatal.
Can I just Mo? You clip this. You clip it.
We're not in the lead right now. Like we have to win all of our. Well, the pressure is on us to win all of our games. Arsenal don't have that pressure right now.
Hold on. Let me do this, guys, and then Mo clip this. Arsenal will beat Chelsea and Villa away. If Arsenal beat Chelsea and Villa away with the injuries they have, nobody's gonna argue that Arsenal will win the league at that point. This is it from now. Arsenal are favorites today, but if you do that, this is it. To be honest with you, AMT, I'm gonna say like something about this Arsenal league. Arsenal are 4 points ahead of City. They still have to go to the Etihad. Arsenal, just put it this way, okay? You still have to go to the Etihad. It depends on what City do against Newcastle. This is it. It depends. If you win against Newcastle, however, Liverpool won away at Newcastle, Arsenal won away at Newcastle. So I'm expecting City to win away at Newcastle now.
Yeah, Newcastle. I watched them. They're not a good team.
Okay, so City I must win
I think
against
we have
Newcastle
to win that
Saturday.
game, yeah.
Yeah, Saturday. We'll see you here Saturday.
Oh yeah,
We'll see.
I'll be doing a watch along with the Newcastle fan. So if you want to see an exciting stream,
True City fan TV. Yeah, 100%. Why not? Go ahead, Ledge. Before we end the show, go ahead.
Yeah, no. As I was saying, I feel like City definitely do have a chance in competing for the title this season. I feel like people usually just discredit big teams for having one bad season. I mean, same thing happened with Liverpool. Now, same thing's happening with City. They had one bad season and everyone ruled them out at the start of the season, which I think is diabolical. Now they're second, they're 4 points away. I definitely feel like the narrative is changing. You know, this whole City are behind Arsenal going to fall away, blah 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 blah. I mean, look, in my personal opinion, I feel like with the way things are playing out, anything can happen this season. It's not Arsenal's to.
But we know
lose.
there is one thing that cannot happen for your club, which is, now we're going to be honest, is that you cannot lose the league and the Champions League. You must win.
Well, yeah, exactly. That's the thing. We must win. Like, we must win. And
Yes.
everyone comes up with excuses, but Arsenal can't go around and say we have no attackers. You know, it just can't happen because everyone needs to click. Because I don't know. I just feel like people don't actually take a lot of things into consideration when they're making their points. Now, with Arsenal, yeah, we have the squad depth, and I'm not really worried in regards to our defense right now. However, with the attack, I am worried. I'm definitely worried because the same issue I am gonna say is, we haven't been effective up front. Yeah, we are scoring our goals because the team's all chipping in, headers here and there and set pieces here, and however we are getting the goals. But it's just one of those ones where if Madueke doesn't come back sooner or later, if Martinelli doesn't come back, Odegaard doesn't come back, Havertz doesn't come back, it's just like, what's actually going to happen? Because these guys are playing so much football now. Where is the break going to come from? Now, that's where it gets to January. I'm expecting Arsenal to sign someone. This whole Semenyo talk with Semenyo's 65 million release clause, that's a player I'm expecting Arsenal to sign. Even the likes of Mark Gahey, probably. Look, his price is going to be around about 35 million to 25 million because
he was
going to leave on a free. Yeah. No, I mean, that's what I'm saying. He's probably going to.
Guys,
Liverpool.
this is another situation. The guy stated publicly he's an Arsenal fan. Arsenal have all the cards. It's a 65 million pound, 60 plus 5. If Arsenal are there, they should put the money on the table. That's it. Arsenal must sell one of Trossard or Martinelli and then just go and sign Semenyo. It's as simple as that. The guy stated publicly, I'm an Arsenal fan. He literally said that.
He seems like he's going. I think he could go to Liverpool and replace Salah.
Maybe they want to lease it to replace Salah based on the reports, but that is different. But I
don't think is going to.
Do you want me to? Do you want? I think Arsenal should be all over this deal from now. They should already start talking about Semenyo.
I'm surprised Arsenal didn't go for Rodrigo.
I'm not surprised.
Because they needed a left winger really badly, and
who?
Rodrigo over the summer.
He didn't want to go. He didn't want to leave.
I feel like the business that Arsenal did over the summer was.
He might want it now, though. He's not playing.
Yeah, and he hasn't really been in form, so I don't feel like we're going to go and spend 80 million on a guy who hasn't been playing. That's definitely not Arsenal way to do business. I feel the Semenyo shout is there for sure. Like, as Mo said, he's an Arsenal fan. He's came out, on multiple, I guess, the sound bites are there online, innit? He said he's an Arsenal fan. So the ball is in Arsenal's court right now if they were to go in for him, because I don't think wages will be a problem. Like, Arsenal always pay their players, even sometimes probably overpay the players when they sign them as well. So,
Saka 300k a week.
Yeah, he needs that. As far as I'm concerned, he should.
Havertz is on what, like 260 or something? That's a
290. Havertz is on 290.
Oh.
Yeah,
Gabriel
Havertz is on
Jesus, I think he's
290.
on like 250 or something. Like that's a lot of money.
No, Jesus is on 265.
Wow.
Yeah, it is crazy, but those are the deals that were done under Edu, as far as I'm concerned. I'm not even gonna, talk about those right now because crazy wages at Arsenal. But that's not the conversation. Conversation, more or less if we're gonna win the Prem. And yeah, man, I feel like we have the squad. In defense, Gabriel out for 2 months. We have to see how the defense copes or moves, and hopefully no one else goes down. But that is my concern because attack being lackluster at the moment, and then another defender going down. Yeah, it won't be great. Yeah, that's
Honestly,
We'll see
I
how it
think your
goes.
season is going to come down to if Declan Rice stays healthy. He's the one providing all your set pieces right now, and that's the only way you're scoring. So if he goes down, I think you're
Guys, that's not the only way they're scoring.
problem.
Again,
It's not the only way we're scoring.
not the
We're just
only way they're
really good
scoring.
at set pieces.
It is
That's
not
your
the
weapon
only
of
way
choice,
they're
though. So
scoring.
if your weapon of choice goes down, I struggle to see you guys.
Look, I don't think
creating
it's a
as many
weapon of
chances.
choice. It's not a weapon of choice if we have gotten better
No,
at
you're
something.
good at it. Like I'm saying, like that's how you're scoring your goal. That's not a cut. I'm literally just pointing. It's a fact. Like you're scoring most of your goals on
No,
set
they
pieces.
don't.
So therefore, if your set piece taker goes down, I think you're in trouble.
I
Well,
don't think
It's a
so.
lot of ifs. The whole season
Yeah.
is full of ifs. Like I said, if Holland goes down, I know I'm in trouble. Like every team has that, like one or two players where it's like, we're done. I'm being fair because I'm saying it about my team too. It's not like I'm just ripping on your team.
no, I agreed. Definitely.
100%. But listen, people, I want to thank everyone that joined us. Make sure to check out OK Jersey. But guys, the code Judge 10 is actually there, Judge 10. So use Judge 10 instead of Judge to get 10%. If you want to check out okjersey.com, use that one. I will see you guys later on MHF today at 8 with Osam and David and the rest of the guys. Bayledge Sports in the description. Guys, go and support Bayledge. Go and support Bayledge. Absolutely brilliant. He's trying to put content out for Arsenal and everything. True City fan, of course, Don, channel in the description. True City fan, Patrick, Matthias, and Kelk. They do watch-alongs. They do shows about City. If you're a City fan, go and support them. Of course, Don CFC, Chelsea, and she knows Arsenal, Jess, of course. Thank you for everyone that stuck with us, guys. I will see you guys later today. Hit the like button before you go. We reach 200 likes. You can get us to 300, and we're out of here, people.